Hey, Fidelity, how can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
This episode is brought to you by FXX and Hulu. An all-new season of Futurama is back, blending heartfelt moments with razor-sharp humor while accidentally saving the day. The Planet Express crew is back, defying gravity and common sense. From the creator of The Simpsons comes 10 new episodes where the romance is hotter, the threats are bigger, and the action hits harder. Don't miss the all-new season of Futurama. Watch it Mondays on FXX or stream it on Hulu.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 475, season 19. Today's date is September 16th, 2025, and welcome to the show. This is the last show of the season. Next episode will be season 20. On today's program, I'm going to talk about the 50th anniversary of the debut of NewsCenter 5. That was a news format on WMAQ-TV Channel 5 in Chicago. It started September 15th, 1975. And it featured very well-known newscasters that we grew up watching. And I will talk about them and my memories of watching NewsCenter 5 during the 1970s and early 80s. Also, I'll read a menu from a restaurant, Italian restaurant that is, from Doro's, a restaurant that was located at 871 North Rush Street in the Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. This will be fun. Before I get started, I'm going to go into a commercial break. That is the program. Sorry. This program is brought to you by Underwood Meat Spreads. And I remember the double on the packaging. He used to scare me when I was a kid. And this commercial was from 1972. So sit back and relax. Let's go back to the 1970s for Underwood Meat Spreads. Okay? And I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
In the next 20 seconds, we're going to show you why we call this a smorgasbord in a can. See, and we call all Underwood meat spreads a smorgasbord in a can.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Underwood Meat Spreads. That commercial is from 1972. I'll give you a little history of that. It was under the William Underwood Company, founded in 1822. Yeah. So the man's name was William Underwood. His best-known product was Underwood Deviled Ham, a canned meat spread. I'm not crazy, but I tried it once, and it was a little spicy for me. I like deviled eggs, I really do, but that one, no. So he was from, I don't think he was from the United States. He was from somewhere else. And then it was founded in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, in Massachusetts. And then it's just, then it went on the market for years. And then I remember the commercials. And there was a little kid in the 70s. I think his name was Mason Adams. Kind of dumpy, real, chubby little kid. He was famous for that. And he was so endearing, and he disappeared after that. Yeah, I don't know if he's still acting. Not probably not. But he was when he did the commercials, he couldn't pronounce smorgasbord. He's going smorgasbord, like that stuff. So there were other besides. There was devil ham. There was corned beef, roast beef, chicken spread, liverwurst, all other kinds of products like that. I don't know what else. And it's still on the market. It's bought by other another company. They used to be packaged like in paper, like real strong paper, but now it's in cans. Maybe that's better. So that's good. That's good to know. Okay. In the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the 50th anniversary of NewsCenter 5 that aired on WMAQ-TV Channel 5 in Chicago. That was a news format. It premiered on September 15th, 1975. Also, I'll read a menu from Doro's Italian restaurant that was located at 871 North Rush Street in the Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. Before I get started, I had some sad news. It was announced that Robert Redford died this morning. He was 89 years old. I haven't heard much about him lately. I don't know if he was sick or anything. He probably retired. So I'll talk about my memories of him, in a couple, right now for a couple minutes. Let's see. So Robert Redford, he was born Charles Robert Redford Jr., August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California. And so he started acting quite young, probably in the 50s. He was in a lot of television, but he wasn't that famous yet. No, not really. So he started, like, for example, here, I'll tell you his roles. Got him right here. I'm going to read his TV roles so you can remember. His first one was Maverick, like that, and also there was Playhouse 90. He was in Perry Mason. Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Route 66, Naked City, The Alfred Hitchcock Hour. One of his famous roles was The Twilight Zone, and it was titled Nothing in the Dark. I remember watching that episode. That was spooky. Like that. And The Untouchables, he was in there, and The Virginian. That was his last TV role. Okay. His first movie role, it was uncredited. It was a movie called Tall's Story. He played a basketball player. And during the 60s, he was in Inside Daisy Clover, This Property is Condemned, The Chase, Barefoot in the Park. That was with Jane Fonda. I liked that movie. It was pretty good. His most famous role at that time was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He played the Sundance Kid. I love that movie. That is awesome. There was also Tell 'Em Willie Boy Is Here. And then in the 70s, he was Jeremiah Johnson, The Candidate, The Sting, which is my all-time favorite. I love him in that movie. The Way We Were with Barbara Streisand. The Great Gatsby, 3 Days of the Condor. And also, my second favorite movie is All the President's Men. He played Bob Woodward. Oh, I love that one. Also, A Bridge Too Far, The Electric Horseman, Brubaker, The Natural. I love The Natural. Oh, I love The Natural. Out of Africa, also Legal Eagles, Havana, Sneakers. Remember Sneakers in the 90s? Up Close and Personal, The Horse Whisperer, and Spy Game. That was in 2001. Then he starred in other movies. He was also in a Marvel movie. He played Alexander Pierce in the Captain America movie, The Winter Soldier, in 2014. I never seen that. I want to see that. I really do. He was also a director. He directed his first movie. He directed was Ordinary People. I love that movie. Oh, that was great. He also Promised Land, The Milagro Beanfield War, A River Runs Through It. Remember that one? Quiz Show. I love Quiz Show in 1984. Oh, I love that movie. That was excellent. And The Horse Whisperer. He did that. There were so many. He was a wonderful actor. I loved him so much, and it's so sad he's gone. There are not that many people like him, and so talented and good looking, but he was great. He really was. Okay. All right. One more before I get started. One more thing about my health. Next Monday is my 8th chemo. We'll see what happens on that. I will meet my urologist on October 2nd. We're going to discuss my surgery. I'm going to go through it probably when I come back from my vacation. We'll have it done. Okay. So I'll keep you posted on what's going on. All right. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about NewsCenter 5. Now, that, like I said before, it premiered on September 15th, 1975. I sort of remember when it started. And it premiered, I think, 4:30 in the afternoon. I could be wrong. Or is it not 11:30? I don't think so. They had the news then, but I think maybe they changed it. Maybe it was the next day they changed it. So, I remember who were doing the news at the time. There were some well-known people. First, there was Floyd Calber, and he was on Channel 5 since the late 60s. You know, he did the newscast, I think at 6 and 10, I believe, at the time. I remember my earliest memory of watching him was like in black and white, like when I was 6 or 7 years old. And I said this, my mom was crazy about him. She's told me he was a very handsome man. He was, you know. Also, they hired a co-anchor, a female. Her name was Jane Pauley, which we all know, and she's so beautiful. And she still is, you know. A lot of people complain, you know, because they thought she was inexperienced and, you know, she was pretty to look at. She's very smart, you know, and she was very engaging. So I found her very attractive, and she was great. I liked her a lot. The one who did the weather was Jim Tillman. He did that. There were other people, but it was mostly Jim Tillman. And the sports was Tim Weigel, you know, from that. I did podcast episodes on Floyd Calber, Tim Weigel, and Jim Tillman way back. So if you search for them, you can listen. I talked about them. Others that, let's see, there was Len O'Connor. He was a commentator. You know, that guy, I didn't understand what he said most of the time because he mumbled. My mom complained about that. He was only there for a brief time. Then I think he went to Channel 9 after that, and he stayed there for a long time. Another anchor who did the news was Jim Ruddle. He's still alive. You know, I think he commented on a post a long time ago. Something I posted and he commented. That was nice. Let's see. Also, there was Greg Gumbel. He did the sports also. There was also Jerry Taft. That's where he first got started. And then he went to Channel 7 for many, many years. He had the curly hair, then it's straight. I remember that. There was another meteorologist. It was Jim Hill. He had a very deep voice. He was an announcer. He was a stage announcer, but he did the way. I thought he was good. I thought he did fine. And according to legend, Floyd Calber did not get along with Jane Pauley. I don't know. He felt threatened or something like that. But he didn't stay very long, and then he accepted a job. I think the Today Show in New York. He was there for a while. And Jane Pauley went later. I don't know if she ran into him. I think he left before that. And and then NewsCenter 5, they hired new people like Chuck Henry. Remember him? There was Linda Yu, and then Carol Marine came. Also, there was Mike Jackson. Do you remember him? He was good. I liked him. Last I heard, he's in Florida, retired. That's what I heard. Greg Gumbel died not too long ago, about a year or two ago. Also, Jerry Taft, he's gone too as well. So that's so sad. Kara Marine's still with us. You know, she doesn't do the news anymore, but I liked her a lot. And then, so NewsCenter 5, it did catch on. It was very innovative at the time. It lasted about 1982, something like that. And then they just changed it to, I don't know, NBC5. Chicago or something like that. I don't know. They dropped the center. They dropped the center of that. So, okay. But I had wonderful memories watching that. I really did. I watched all the dudes when I was a kid, and I'll see and recognize all the television personalities, like I do now with WGN and sometimes Fox 32 or Channel 2, Channel 5, whatever. Because sometimes I talk to the media people. They see what I do on Van Chicagoland. They know me. They do respond from time to time, which is nice. I just talk to them like regular people, just like you and I. They're regular people. If you treat them like that, I think they respect you and they treat you well. Yeah. So back to watching the memories of NewsCenter 5. It was so colorful and a big TV screen and all that. So that was fun. Okay, right now I'm going to play the introduction of NewsCenter 5 from 1979. Let's see. So, and you would Jim Ruddle is there, so you can hear him speak. And Floyd Campbell was gone back then. He came back to Channel 7, and he was there for many years until he retired. Okay, so here's the intro of NewsCenter 5 from 1979 that features Jim Ruddle. And when I come back, I'm going to talk about Doro's Italian restaurant that was located in the Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. Okay, so sit back and relax, folks. Thank you.
This is the 4:30 edition of NewsCenter 5 with Jim Ruddle at the anchor desk and Chuck Henry. Jory Luloff at 4:30. John O'Reilly with sports. And all the weather with Jim Tillman and meteorologist Jerry Taft. This portion of NewsCenter 5 is sponsored by the 14 Red Lobster restaurants located throughout Greater Chicago.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Ruddle. The OPEC oil sheiks have done it again.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Welcome to Only Murders in the Building,
the official podcast.
Join me, Michael Cyril Creighton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from Season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, now streaming wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the audio clip from NewsCenter 5. That was from 1979, featured Jim Ruddle. Remember the theme song like that. So that was fun listening. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about Doro's Italian restaurant. That was located at 871 North Rush Street. Luckily, I found the owner of the restaurant at the time, and his name was Sam DiStefano. And he was a Italian American jazz pianist and talent executive born on the south side of Chicago. Yeah, I didn't know that. And he spoke 2 languages fully, probably Italian, English, maybe something else, So he was a very talented man. And so he played, so he was a musician at the time and then got into the restaurant business. And they first played at the Playboy Club in February of 1960. The one at 116 East Walton. With Hugh Hefner. And he was there for a long time. And he entertained people, which is very interesting. And then during that time, he opened Doro's restaurant. It was called Doro's Italian Restaurant and Lounge. It was a very popular place at the time, and it people like Irv Kupcinet went there. He did his Cups columns, Cups column, excuse me, on radio and TV, and also PM Magazine. Remember WFLD TV? I got to talk about that one day. That his column appeared on the Chicago Sun-Times, and it lasted about a decade of that restaurant, and then it turned into a Indian restaurant. He did that. Oh, I found out where he was born. He was born in the back of the Yards neighborhood on the south side. Yeah, so that's good. And then then he retired, and then he got Alzheimer's disease in 2023, and then he passed away April 13th, 2015. Okay. So a lot of people still remember this restaurant. They remember the food. It was excellent. Like the other ones I mentioned, Adolph's, Agostino's, and what was the other one? I can't think of it. It'll come to me. So I'm sorry. It escaped me. Yeah, so there was Adolph's, Agostino's, and that's okay. Armando's. Yes, Armando's. Okay. That was, I apologize, folks, for that. Okay. So I have the menu in front of me. I'm going to read off. It's in Italian and English, thank goodness. So it was located at 871 Northwest Street. The phone number at the time was area code 312-266-1414. Yeah, okay. That's good. Okay, just a moment. Let me get the other one. Okay, here we go. We'll start off with this. So we're going to start off with appetizers. In Italian, it's antipasti. Okay. So I will read the prices, I promise. Okay. Thank God they're in English. So here we go. Appetizers. They had shrimp cocktails, $6.50. Prosciutto and melon, $4.50. Blue Point oysters, $3.75. Creamy cocktail, $7. Smoked Nova Scotia salmon, $7. Baked clams, $4.50. Baked clams with bacon and pimentos. Oh, it's baked clams with bacon. And pimentos, $4.75. Clams with light red sauce, $4.50. Assorted cold antipasto, $4. Cherry stone clams, $4.25. Escargot, $5.25. That's snails. Cheese brochette on a skewer with anchovy sauce, $4. Pâté this is imported fourgois. It's pâté. So it's $10.50. Junior shrimp sautéed with wine, $6.75. And pimento and anchovies, $3.50. Okay, that's good. Soups. All right. You have spinach and shredded egg soup, $3. Poached egg on toast and broth, $3. Egg pastini and broth, $3. Egg noodles and broth, $3. Minestrone Milanese, $3. Okay. Meat-filled dumplings and broth, $3. That sounds good. Cream chicken, $3. They're all $3. Onion soup, $3. And also escargot and bean soup, $3. Okay. That sounds nice. Okay. Pasta. They had green noodles with meat sauce, $9. Ravioli with butter and sage, $8.50. Rice made this is risotto Milanese. This is rice made with imported saffron. Cannelloni Doros. That's homemade meat stuffed with macaroni. That's $9.50. The Milanese was $7.50. Excuse me. Okay. Tortellini panna. Tortellini with prosciutto, ham, and cream sauce, $8.50. Fettuccine Alfredo, $9. Spaghetti with tomato and bolognese marinara sauce, $8.50. Fettuccine was $9. I hope I mentioned that. I forgot. Linguine vongole, that's linguine with white or red clam sauce, $10.50. Linguine shrimp marinara, that's with marinara sauce, that's $12.50. And lasagna verde, that's green lasagna with red and white sauce. And bucatini amatriciana, that's pasta, prosciutto, ham, onions, and red sauce. Okay. Fish. People like fish. I don't. Sauteed salmon, $11. Jumbo shrimps and spicy red sauce. That's Scampi Fra Diavolo. That's $14.50. Broiled Lake Superior fish, $10.50. Dover sole sauteed in butter, $14.50. This is sauté imported to Beau. That's $15. Assorted fish casserole. That's $11.50. Fresh rainbow trout sauté meunier, $10.25. Frog legs, $9.50. They had two items. They're not. The prices are not listed. It's lobster tail Fra Diavolo and Coda di Aragosta. So that's lobster tail and red white sauce and broiled African lobster tail. And Alaskan king crabs sauté, $12.50. Okay, here we go. Let's see. See what else we got here. Okay, we have broiler. We got New York sirloin steak, $15.50. Fresh cut lamb chops, $15.50. Filet mignon, $14. Broiled chicken, $9.25. Veal chop, $13.25. Calf's liver, $10.50. Chateaubriand for two with Béarnaise sauce, $34. And broiled Maine lobster, and it's underneath it says October and May is available. It's called Aragosta a la Grialla. That sounds good. Okay, we have veal. Piccata lombarda, that's scallopini sauteed with white wine, lemon, and butter. The other one is scallopini sauté florio, that's with mushrooms and marsala, $13.25. Veal bird stuffed with cheese and prosciutto, that's $13.25. Scallopini sauteed with prosciutto, sage, and white wine, that's saltibuco alla romana, $13.25. Calf's livers sauteed with onions and white wine, $11.25. Breaded veal chops sauteed, that's $13.50. Scallopini alla, I don't know how you say that, Sorrentina? It's with eggplant and prosciutto and cheese, $13.25. Veal parmigiana, veal chop with tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese. I love that. That's awesome. Veal chop is with sauce Madeira, $13.50. Stuffed veal chops with prosciutto and cheese. Sweetbreads, sauté meunier, that's $12.50. The stuffed veal and chops, that's $13.75. I'm sorry, I keep skipping. Calf's brains with black butter and capers. Oh, I don't know about that. $11.25. They eat this in France. I heard it's good. I don't know. I'm a little apprehensive of that. Not sure. Okay, now we have chicken. Breasted chicken with spinach and mushrooms, $10.50. Breasted chicken with pate, $11.25. Breasted chicken with prosciutto and cheese, $11.25. Breasted chicken with asparagus, $11. Chicken breast with cheese and tomato sauce, that's Parmigiana, $11.50. I would order that. Chicken breast fettuccine with cream sauce, $13. Boneless stuffed chicken on rice pilaf, $11.25. Chicken tidbits sauteed with white wine and peppers, $10.25. Chicken tidbits, mushroom and tomatoes, $10. And chicken and sausage pieces with garlic and oil, $9.50. Okay. Now we get to beef. There are not that many items. It was sauté filet with pate. That's called Megaglione di Bru Rossini for $14.75. Broiled filet mignon. So the other one was broiled filet mignon with artichokes and sauce, Béarnaise sauce, $14.75. Steak Diane a la Doro's, $16. I never had steak Diane. I always want to try it. Entrecôte Nicolisi. That's New York sirloin steak sauteed with anchovies and olives. I don't like those two. New York sirloin steak with peppers and mushrooms and onions, that's $16. The other one was $14.25, the one I mentioned previously. Steak pourri, that is flambé, so it flames. It's $16.75. And also, it's filet mignon. Okay, the other one was steak. I don't know what kind of steak, but this is filet mignon flambé, $15, $15.50. Okay, here we go. Now, let's see what we have here. Salads. All right. Here we go. Romaine lettuce, $3. Bib lettuce, $3. Caesar salad for $2, $7. Hearts of palm, $3.50. Belgian endive in season, $4. And insalata primavera alla Doro's, $3.50. Okay. Legumes. So this is like side orders like that. So we have asparagus with Parmesan or hollandaise sauce, $3.75 in season. Peas sauteed with prosciutto ham, $2.50. Buttered spinach, $2. Mushrooms sauteed, $2.50. Escarole sauteed with oil and garlic, $2. And baby artichokes sauteed with egg and butter, $3.50. Okay, that sounds nice. Now, here's my favorite, dessert. Here we go. Let me get this here. Let me adjust it real quickly. There we go. Assorted French pastries, $2. Chocolate and rum cake, $2. Always want to try a rum cake. Reminds me of the Honeymooners episode with the rum cake. This one's Sabaglione. This is egg yolk with sugar and Marsala wine for $2, $7. Assorted ice cream. I don't know if they had gelato. Maybe gelato came later. I think it was Veggie later. So that was assorted ice cream, $2. Strawberries Romanoff, $9. Peach Melba, $2.50. Spumoni, $2. Baked Alaska for $2, $7. I always want to try baked Alaska. I heard it's delicious. Cherries Jubilee for $2, $7. Coupe Marron, $2.50. I don't know what that is. Grapefruit, $2. Melon in season, $2. And cannoli, $2.50. I love cannoli. Oh, I love cannoli. There's no wine list in there listed. It's probably separate. So sorry about that. But here are beverages. Americano coffee, probably American coffee, $1. Tea, $1. Espresso, $2. Sanka. What do we drink Sanka these days? I don't. It costs $1. Irish coffee, $2.50. I love Irish coffee. Cappuccino, $2.50. And Cappuccino San Francisco, $3.50. What? In Greek, we say orea. Beautiful. So that's the menu for Doro's Italian restaurant. Everything sounds wonderful, delicious. Oh, I love Italian food. Incidentally, I am joining my friends next month, probably October 28th or something. We're going to an Italian restaurant. I can't wait. I love Italian. So I will post a picture then. So it's a month away. Okay, so that's it for this program. I'll do a recap what I've talked about. I mentioned the death of Robert Redford. He passed away today at the age of 89. A wonderful actor. Also, I talked about my memories of NewsCenter 5 that premiered on September 15th, 1975 on WMAQ-TV Channel 5 in Chicago. Also, I read a menu from Doro's Italian Restaurant and Lounge that was located at 871 North Rush Street in the Gold Coast neighborhood of Chicago. Okay. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Good Pods, Podbean. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablets or any devices, just tap on them, tap follow. You will receive a notification. You can listen to the previous episodes if you like. Also be posted on my blog, www.chicagoland.blog. All the episodes are listed. There's links. It'll take you right there. It'll probably take you to Spotify. That's what I'm assuming. I haven't double checked that. Okay, and also on my YouTube channel, and again and again and again, people ask me, where do I find your podcast? I want to listen to your podcast. You can listen on YouTube. Go to YouTube, go to the search engine, type in Vanishing Chicagoland Stories or my name, Pete Costanis. When you find it, click subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. You can listen to the previous episodes if you like. You'll receive a notification of the latest episode when you subscribe. And also be shared on my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. They'll have the link. So TikTok, I'm gaining a little popularity. Little bit. Not much. Okay. So this is Pico Stanish, your host of Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. This is the last show of the season 19. I will start season 20 this weekend. It's something very special. It's a special anniversary of a famous Chicago show, the program that we grew up with. So that's a hint. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. And again, thank you for joining me. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. I'm going to take it easy. So here's bye-bye for me, and here is bye-bye from our famous Chicago celebrity and a great man, Ray Rayner, with a little traveling music saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. Thank you.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.
Every minute your finance team spends wrestling with data is a minute lost. Insight Software's AI-powered insights instantly move you from complexity to clarity. Automated analysis, real-time reporting, strategic recommendations, all at your fingertips. Transform how your finance team works and watch your business grow. Stop wasting time. Start making smarter decisions. Learn more at insightsoftware.com/AI.
Did you know we can use climate data to predict when and where infectious disease outbreaks will happen? This is just one of the many things we'll be learning about in Season 3 of When Science Finds a Way. I'm Alicia Wainwright, and I'm really excited to share our new episodes with you, from making healthy food sustainable to improving global access to vaccines, and getting the arts on the global mental health agenda. Listen to Season 3 wherever you get your podcasts.